In this morning's live stream, we talked about Jasmy and talked about the interesting move that its price is making as we speak. And I wanted to give you a quick video just talking about exactly what is going on and how you can be prepared for it. And so with that said, let's not waste any more time at all, and let's get straight into today's video. So what you can see immediately here off of Jasmy is that we have a couple things going on. Thing number one is that its price has been range bound realistically since February 29th to February 28th. So a little bit over, right around 2 weeks roughly of its price really just going sideways. Now, as this is happening, we have been putting in these little moments of peaks and troughs. And of course, that has, in my opinion, create what many would be considering a head and shoulders pattern. Now, a head and shoulders pattern is very, very bearish generally, but not a 100% guarantee that prices are going to crash. It is something to just pay very close attention to, because generally speaking, with a head and shoulders pattern, what happens is that once you get this structure here, you're then going to take the distance from the top of your head, boom, all the way down to this line here, okay, the neckline there, and you're going to pull that down. And when you apply that length to the bottom of your neckline, that is going to be your breakdown target. So in this example, we would have a breakdown target for Jasmy right around 0.014 or a little bit less than 1.5 cents. Now, I'm not actually going to say that that's absolutely impossible or that it's even that bad of a breakdown target, because realistically, a pullback to 30 to 40% happens quite often within bull markets. It's kind of what happens oftentimes. And so, of course, because of that, I would go ahead and say that this is now on the table. And although I don't necessarily think it's for sure going to happen, I think you definitely need to be prepared for it. You absolutely need to keep your eye out for it. So let's talk about two scenarios. Scenario number one is that Jasmy's price is going to act towards the downside and start to pull down. Scenario number two is that it doesn't. How do you identify them? How do you prepare for them? Remember, my goal is to not be right. I'm going to tell you the two options of what's going to happen, and I'm going to tell you how to prepare for it. So no matter what happens, you're ready to go. Yes, I'm saying it can go up or down. I'm saying how to prepare for both. So in a scenario in which we're going to see Jasmy's price pull to the downside, that's going to look like its price losing 0.01978 cents. If at any given point this key level of support is lost, I would expect a back test. And if this back test fails, we're likely headed down towards these levels, right? 1.5 cents to 0.014 cents, somewhere down here. If you want to open a short trade on that, you can. Personally, I don't short in the bull market anymore. I just don't do it. It's too risky. And so I personally would just be getting prepared to buy more Jasmy as its price does continue to the downside. But again, it's identifiable if we do come back down and lose 0.0198. I guess you call it cents, right? 0.0198 cents. Now, in the scenario in which it does make this move to the downside, the levels in which I'm going to actually be buying at are going to be these. We're going to go out and we're going to lay it out here. Boom, we have this one, we have this one, and we have this one. So I'm personally going to be picking up some Jasmy around, once we do get the break to the downside, I'm looking to pick some up around 0.018. 0.0166 and 0.0144. And the reason why I'm looking to pick it up at these levels is quite specifically due to the fact that these are key levels of support and any one of them could bounce Jasmy back to the upside. So I would like to pick up some more Jasmy as we hit those levels. So those are my breakdown targets, and then the final one being around 0.0144 if we do lose 0.0198. Now, under the circumstances in which we are going to make a move to the upside and invalidate this head and shoulders pattern, what needs to happen, in my opinion, is that we're capable of breaking 2.5 cents and holding it as support. What you can see here, if we look at the 4-hour charts, is Jasmy has had a very, very tough time holding above 2.5 cents. Let's just call it this, okay? A very tough time. We've gotten up to it, but we've not been able to close above it. And because we've not been able to close above it, it tells me that if we're capable of doing it, closing above it, holding some support here, Jasmy easily could continue to the top side. And so if you're looking to be going long, expecting a continued move to the top side, I actually personally wouldn't be looking to pick up on that long trade until we clear 2.5 cents and get a couple 4-hour closes above it to validate that that's going to happen. And then clearly, if that does happen, then your price target to the upside could be as high as, we could be looking at a Jasmy going up towards 3.2 cents or maybe even as high as around 3.9 to 4 cents. Okay. And so obviously that's all kind of just guessing and, kind of speculating up until the point in which we are capable of seeing Jasmy hold above 2.5 cents to the upside. Okay. So the two things that I'm looking at for right now is obviously if its price does fall below 198, I am going to be looking to purchase some more Jasmy in bigger portions as it does continue to fall, with the price target expected to possibly 14.4. If Jasmy's price decides not to do that and goes the other way, I'm looking for this thing to clear 2.5 cents on the 4-hour charts. Under those circumstances, I'm looking for a break to 3.2 2, or I'm looking for a break to 4 cents. Okay, I like to keep it short, I like to keep it simple, and I like to make sure that you're as prepared as possible. So if you enjoy these quick updates on Jasmy, make sure you let me know by smashing that like button, subscribing to the channel if you are new, and I will see you all next time with another update as one of these moves does play out. Thank you all so much. Have an amazing week, and I will see you all next time. Peace out, everybody.